Hello everybody, welcome back to Fight Business. Let's talk about the main event of UFC 294, which was the fight between Mr. Islam Makhachev and Mr. Alex Volkanovski. So how did that fight go? That was a good fight as well. So ladies and gentlemen, basically what happened was that Mr. Charles Oliveira, who was originally supposed to fight Mr. Islam Makhachev, he fell off. He got some kind of an injury, I guess, and he pulled out of the fight. So Mr. Volkanovski stepped up on like 11 days notice. And by the way, guys, these gentlemen have fought before, and it was a 5-round fight, and there were opinions on it. Obviously, Mr. Islam Makhachev won by unanimous decision. That's what's in the records. It was a unanimous decision win for Islam Makhachev, but there were opinions on it because what I'm guessing is that it was because people weren't expecting to do Mr. Volk that well in that fight. So he went through the whole fight, and there were some opinions on that. So some people may be saying it was too close or whatever. Anyway, moving on, ladies and gentlemen. So even myself, when I found out that Mr. Volkanovski was going to be fighting Mr. Islam Makhachev, I was kind of surprised to see Mr. Islam Makhachev going ahead and taking the fight to fight Mr. Volkanovski, because with all those opinions saying how close that fight was, would he really risk it again? Because it's his title. Keep in mind, guys, the lightweight title that Islam Makhachev was on the line, but the featherweight title that Alex Volkanovski has was not on the line. So it was a big risk. And then I saw somewhere on the interview where Habib, who is the I guess the teacher and the coach of Mr. Islam Makhachev, he was saying, hey, bring King Kong, we don't care, the champions, we fight whoever. So I was thinking maybe Mr. Islam Makhachev should not listen to Habib so much, even though he's his coach and you got to listen to your teachers and respect your teachers and everything, but maybe not this time, because that last fight, based on some opinions, was a close one. So and Mr. Volkanovski, he's a beast. He may be a short guy, like Mr. Islam Makhachev said in other videos or at some times, but he's very strong. You could see his cardio. He's a really great fighter. He's a really great fighter. He's the one who beat Max Holloway for the title, and basically Max Holloway's career since then hasn't been as well as it used to be when he was a champion for such a long time. So he's a really great fighter as well. So they both fought again, but this time it was a very short fight. It did not go 5 rounds. This time what happened was the fight started. They were both kind of, I guess, sizing each other up, seeing what to do, see how to kind of initiate the movements. I'm not a big MMA expert, so I can't tell you much on that, but what I can tell you is the highlight reel. So what that was that there was a head kick by Mr. Islam Makhachev. I believe it was his left leg on Mr. Volkanovski's head. So Mr. Volkanovski did put his right hand up, but it just went over the top of his right hand, and it looks like it cut him open and dropped him. And when that happened, Mr. Islam Makhachev just went right on top of him and did a few hammer fists with his left hand, and the referee stopped the fight. So yeah, great sportsmanship again there between the two fighters. And as soon as Mr. Islam Makhachev won, he just kind of signaled everybody to sit down, and kind of with his hands put his finger on his lips to say, hey, just keep quiet, it's all good. It could be anything, that could mean anything, but definitely you could say he shut everybody up, because that 5-round fight between Volkanovski and Islam Makhachev, people were talking a lot, and this quick finish TKO, nobody was expecting that, because Islam Makhachev, like being the student of Mr. Habib and his dad, is a great wrestler and has great control in wrestling. So people were probably expecting, like myself, more of a wrestling match from Islam's side, but it was a straight TKO finish, which was always nice to see when we're watching fights in terms of enjoyment and entertainment. And Mr. Islam Makhachev, being a class act as well, also brought up peace, also brought up the words that I remember, he said, stop it, whatever that means. Stop the fighting, stop the killing, just stop it. So ladies and gentlemen, that's something admirable to see these gentlemen standing up, UFC being such a big company, and these gentlemen, Mr. Chimaev and Mr. Islam Makhachev, not being shy because they want to stay in the UFC or whatever. They are, guys, so this is what it is in life. If you see something happening wrong, if you see that there's something wrong happening, if you can't stop it with your hands or with your actions, at least use your words or your voice. And that's what we're doing on this channel as well. #peace, #world peace. And this is about it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Peace out.